Hello, good morning. Good morning, everyone. It is just gone 6 o'clock in the morning here in the UK. Lovely sun, very foggy. I'm on my way to the gym. And yeah, so where to begin? Such a gripping video. No, truth be told, I wanted again to do this one because I wanted this to really go over discipline and consistency. So it's a topic that I slightly touched on in my last video, but I just wanted to really emphasize it in this one, like what the true power of being disciplined actually brings you. Because I'll put it this way, right, I set an alarm for 5:30. I was going to get up at 5, but I asked Claude, I was like, how many hours sleep do I need in order to get maximum muscle growth and recovery overnight? And it was like, oh, you need like 7 to 9 hours to go to bed at this time. I was like, oh, okay. Whoops. It's a bit past that. I was like, no, you're fine. Just go to bed now. So I went to bed at like 10:30. Got up at 5:30. And I was out the door within 20 minutes, and now I'm walking to the gym, so that's pretty cool. But the point is, I could have very, very easily just stayed in bed. It was so easy. You wake up, your eyes are heavy, knees weak, arms are heavy. Joking. But do you know what I mean? Like, you wake up early in the morning and you just don't want to do it. You don't want to get up. You want to stay in bed for an extra couple of hours because it's so comfy. It's so warm and inviting and comforting. And it's just like, oh, you just don't want to do anything. And the thought of getting up and having to like go to work or go to the gym, it's just so exhausting. But that comfort zone is where your dreams die, basically. Your dreams and the version of you that you're trying to become, I want to become, die. If you keep doing things that make you comfortable, how are you going to grow? Growth doesn't come from comfort, you know? You have to push yourself to do new things. You have to be uncomfortable all of the time. All of the time. Because when you're uncomfortable, it shocks the body, it shocks the system. So then you're like, oh, your body has to quickly man its battle stations to be able to withstand the shock of whatever you're putting it through. Whatever discomfort that may be and what that looks like for you. Whether that's fitness, whether that's anxiety, you know, going seeing new people, spending time out in public. Because I know there's some people out there, blessed, that struggle with, you know, going out and being social and want to change that, which is great. There's also people that struggle with fitness, you know. There's people that are like, oh, I really need to get back in the gym. I really need to get back in the gym. I really need to do it. I've been wanting to do it. I just haven't had the time. Make time. Find the time. Because if you keep telling yourself, I'm going to get back in the gym, I'm going to do this, I'm going to leave the house today, and you don't do it, you're telling your brain to get worked up and excited for something, and if you don't do it, then it's just a false alarm, and your brain's like, oh, okay, that's cool, I guess I'll just chill here then. So then you're constantly giving your brain this negative feedback loop where you're telling it and other people around you, I'm going to start the gym soon, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But your brain's like, pfft. No, they won't. No, they won't. No, they won't. They've said this hundreds of times now. No, they won't. So you don't do it. So that's why it is important, when you say you're going to do something, do it. Or even just don't say it at all. Just do it. Right? Before I started this channel, back like a couple weeks ago, well, I'll say that, a month ago, round it up. Again, not getting into too much detail about my personal life, but I was saying to everyone, I'm gonna get back in the gym, I need to get back in the gym. I used to be so strong and so fit and so healthy 3 years ago before I settled down. And now like, you know, everything's sort of going the opposite way. I'm getting a bit bigger around the waist, in the face, you know, going for walks now gets me out of breath when it never used to. So I was like, oh man, I could see it, I felt it. I was like, oh man, it's making me feel shit. I'm so unhealthy. But I know that there was a version of me that existed where, regardless of how I was feeling, I just turned up anyway. Now, for some of you, that version might not exist yet. But that's fine. That is, in fact, probably better, to be honest, because you're able to build it from scratch. You're able to build this version of you that does show up, that does do the work. You know, they're putting the graft, the hard hours, through stress, fatigue, lack of money. They show up anyway, and they do it. You could be that person, you know? Regardless, just stay disciplined. No matter how you're feeling, even if you're like, my arm's getting tired. I had a really intense day yesterday, so my arms are like, oh. Yeah, regardless of how you're feeling. I mean, very rare circumstance where it would be acceptable not to do it. Say your relative or your pet passed away. In that case, I'm so sorry. But show up the next day. Don't spiral, please. You owe it to yourself not to let that kind of thing knock you on your ass. Because if you let it do that and you get down, it's very hard to get back up again. Believe me. Please believe me. So, but any other time, show up. Please, just show up. Because every day that you show up, you're adding a little tally to your chart of consistent days where you've done something. And I believe it's after, it's like 60 days, I think. After doing something for 60 days continuously, then it becomes a habit. Could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's 60 days. But yeah, around that sort of benchmark. So you want to be doing something for 60 days consistently, without fail, for it to become a habit. And then after that point, it's easy. Because it's a habit. You know? And the same can be said the other way. If you want to quit smoking, you want to quit drinking, you don't want to go out as much, you want to save money. Just every time you feel that urge, that addiction kicking in, do something to take your mind off of it. Eat a packet of crisps. Keep your hands busy. Do something productive around the house. Clean the house. It sounds boring, but would you much rather live in a clean house, or a cleaner house, or have some crisps in your belly, than smoke another fag or have a drink, spend some money for the sake of it, and then feel shit afterwards? No. Because if you clean your house is a reflection of your mind. It's your mental space. Your house is your space. So if you clean your house, you've got a clean space, you've got a clean head. You can concentrate better, you can feel better, knowing that your outside world isn't in chaos and is filthy. if you eat crisps, albeit it's probably not the best choice in food, to be honest. Eat fruit, there you go. Eat fruit. Fruit's so much better than crisps. Plus, fruit tastes great. If you don't like fruit, then I'm sorry, you're weird. You're so strange. Fruit is incredible. I would choose fruit over chocolate and sweets any day. In fact, I don't eat sweets anymore. I just think they're a bit blah. But fruit, oh my goodness. Strawberries, kiwis, grapes, cherries, bananas, pineapples, watermelons. Oh my. So yeah, even that. But again, getting sidetracked. The point that I'm trying to hammer home in this video is be disciplined and be consistent with it. Because real growth comes from discipline and pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and being consistent enough to actually see results. Okay? That means showing up every day, regardless of what's happening or what you have planned. Make time for it. I met up with some friends yesterday that I've not seen in years. I was out with them for a majority of the day. But I said to them, I was like, oh, do you mind just dropping me off at the gym on the way home? I could have just gone home. You know, I could have gone home, jumped on PC, Xbox, PlayStation with them, and then just played with them, you know? Because that would have been comfortable. But I didn't. I said, hey, do you mind just dropping me off at the gym on the way home? They dropped me off. They were like, yeah, awesome. It was great seeing you. Have a good workout. I was like, oh, boys. Legends. I'll catch you later. So, and then I ended up going home and playing with them afterwards. So, but I'd made the time. You find the time to fit it in, regardless. Because as long as you do it, every day, without fail, I guarantee you, on God, okay, you will see success. Now, the only caveat to that is don't expect success to happen overnight. Every motivational speaker, every influencer, every successful person in the world says this because it's true, okay? I don't care if you're fed up with hearing it, it's true. You have to understand that the key fundamental of this journey is delayed gratification, okay? You have to be willing to put in as much work as you physically can without seeing any results. Because I'll tell you, if you can do that, your growth and your success, your growth and your success will just hockey stick, you know? And what I mean by that is you stay low, stagnant for a while, not seeing anything. You're like, oh, why am I doing this? And then eventually one day, whether from luck or being consistent, it's usually being consistent, you just go through to the moon. And that's when all the success comes, and then you can breathe a sigh of relief, and then you're fulfilled because you can then look back on all the times you spent being consistent, working on yourself, where it finally pays off. You know, it happens every time. No one's lucky, okay? Luck isn't some external power. Luck is built within. You create your own luck. I spent a majority of my life telling myself I'm unlucky. Why does this shit always happen to me? Why have I had such a hard life? Why me? Why me? It's a victim mindset. Cut it out. Because when you start, it's like I said in my first or second video, first one, yeah, change your perspective, flip the coin, okay? Just change it. I know it's really easy for me to say because one, I've done it, and two, it's like, oh, it's very easy for you to say, oh, just change it. It's not that easy. Fair enough, But if you really think about it and you actually just try it, it is. It really, really is. It's just a matter of noticing patterns in your words and stopping it. Instead of saying I'm unlucky, say no, I am lucky, I make my own luck. Instead of saying I'm poor, you're not poor, you're rich. Even if you're not, you are rich. Even if you say you're weak, no, you're not. You are not weak. You are strong. Okay? Just because you feel weak doesn't mean that you are. Okay? Just because you're poor, it doesn't mean that you are. That might get a few people a bit, wound up, but it's true. Because poor is a mindset, weak is a mindset, unlucky, mindset. Even if you've got no money in the bank, even if you can't lift heavier than, 100 kilos, even if things do coincidentally keep happening that are bad, just don't believe it. Just stop. Because it's the energy that you're putting out into the world, the words that you're speaking, and the thoughts that you're imagining do take form. You need to understand that you are the creator of your own reality. So all the words you speak and the thoughts you imagine take form in the material world. It's energy. All of this energy that you're projecting from your being takes form, and then you get it back. The law of attraction, manifestation, all of that. So if you want to attract good things and you want that life that you've been so desperately dreaming of, the life that will make you happy, then you've got to start changing your perspective, being consistent and being disciplined, okay? And then I guarantee you that your life will change, okay? So, yeah, that's all I really have to say on this one. So, if you've made it this far, thank you so much. I appreciate your time, as your time is valuable. Listen to what I said, get out there and sort your life out. Because you will not regret it, I promise.